And while I doubt that's what they're arguing about, it sure would be nice to know what they're saying. Oh well, if we can't glean any useful information from them, we might as well get to work. Hey, eyes this way, you bastards! Look, you two can argue all you want once we leave, but the only way it's gonna happen is if you pay off your debt here and now. Understood? The restaurant's owner didn't say a word. He simply disappeared into the next room with one assumed goal. Damn, that was easier than I thought. Maybe I'd make a good lead collector after all. No intimidation, no knife waving, no blatant threats. Just a logical statement telling them how to get rid of us. No, that's just naive. This is going way too smoothly. If he had the money, he would have just paid the debt instead of making us hound him. Something's wrong here. Alright, you bastards! You want me? Come and get me! Just as that thought crossed my mind, the restaurant owner burst back into the room, shotgun in hand. Shit, I knew this was going too well. Honey, what are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I told you I'd handle this. Oi, sleazebags, hand over whatever you collected today and get out of here. Uh-oh. We haven't collected anything yet. You're our first stop. Idiot, don't tell them that. No money, huh? Well now, isn't that the problem? Waving his gun around, the man smirked as he taunted us. We were at an obvious disadvantage, and no amount of bravado would change that. I wonder, what do you people usually do to those who can't pay, Maybe I should cut off your hands, like the thieves you are. While I looked around the restaurant, trying to find an escape, Marcus clenched his fists. Don't get cocky, asshole. Marcus, stop! The second Marcus charged forward, our target fired, blowing Marcus's stomach wide open without hesitation. Marcus's body hit the floor unmoving, and the regrettably familiar sight of pooling blood filled my eyes. Hey, Marcus! I tried calling out to Marcus, but I received no response. I moved closer, placing my hand on his shoulder and weakly pushing for a response. Marcus, can you hear me? Back up, kid. If you don't want to end up like your friend, you'll do as I say. The owner crept forward, getting a closer look at his work. I kept my eyes on Marcus, discreetly keeping track of the shooter's vicinity as the man closed in on his victim. Please, Marcus, speak to me. I said back up! Gah! Feigning an emotional goodbye, I drew the shotgun-wielding man closer, careful not to let him catch me glancing at him. The moment he was within striking distance, I abused the window of opportunity Marcus's sudden death had granted me, slashing his shooter's throat immediately. He dropped his shotgun, unable to hold it in both his hands and his throat at the same time, and I moved in to finish the job. Sparing no time for my fallen partner, I coerced the witness at gunpoint to take me to their safe out back. Cash in hand, I fled the scene, moving to my next mark for the day without delay. I moved from target to target, completing the day's work with ease, and before I knew it, I had completed my last stop for the day. But even then, after completing a full day of solo ventures, I felt neither happy nor relieved. I continued working not because the work needed to be done, because I felt obligated to finish what I started, but because I simply didn't know what else to do. Marcus is dead. He was shot right in front of me. I was right there beside him, and I couldn't do a thing to help him. As the lead collector, I should have thought things through. I shouldn't have let us get into that situation to begin with. But the most worrying part is, it could just have easily been me. While I tried to convince myself otherwise, I was just as in much danger as he was. I could have died then and there, or at the next stop, or even in this very seat.